What is going on, everyone? Welcome to Coexisting with Rob and Maggie. It is Friday, April 14th, and welcome to a great new big episode. We have a lot going on today. Maggie.
Well, you say it as if like something big happened.
I don't know why. I don't know. But Maggie, how are you?
I'm doing great. Guys, just before the show started, Rob and I were goofing off. And I laughed so hard that now I have and what do you call it? Queasing? Like yeah, you know, like
you do what?
Like what do you go? Is it queasing?
Oh, I thought you said something completely different. Wow.
What?
I was like, excuse me, pardon me, what was that?
What did you think I
it's
said?
Our first. Nope, not going there. Welcome to our first episode again.
Stop it, Rob. Jesus.
I know already. Wow.
You can tell me in the private chat, so
I think you know what I was trying to say.
I have no idea. Seriously.
Okay, well, this will be fun. Anyways, we already. Jesus, Maggie.
What?
I'll put it in the private chat. 1 second. We'll start the show off with a bang. Tom Talks Rubbish sends us a super chat that says, "Thank you both for being amazing people. What happens to today would not have been possible without your support. My friend, you are awesome. I'm glad today was your 150th interview that you released today. And it was with our Sean Ross Sapp. So congratulations on that. I am glad it happened. It took a long time, but it happened. And I remember when he said yes to the interview. I remember I was in Georgia still, like when we got it, and so that was good. Our good friend Chris says, "Here's $2 to help with taxes because the IRS sucks." Amen to that.
We love you, Chris. And although I have no idea what IRS means, and I have zero. I know. Come on. Please don't try to explain taxes to me. Like I do not have the mental capacity to do that. Really? You thought I said that?
That's what I thought you said, yes.
Okay. I'm going to need everyone to no.
I think they know what I think they know.
I had no idea. I almost forgot about the existence of this word. Okay. Anyway, so Chris, I'm sorry you have to deal with that. We are hugging you so much, and we love you. And hopefully, Jesus, we can talk to each other on a pre-show. When's the next time we're doing the pre-show? What is it? WrestleMania Backlash?
You got it. Live from Puerto Rico. Not us. That'd be fun.
Puerto
Rico. With Bad Bunny.
See.
Maggie, it's been an interesting wrestling week, wouldn't you say?
Really?
I mean, Fightful Select had a big week.
Yes. Yes, we interviewed Simon Miller. That's it. That's the only thing that happened on Select this week.
Yeah.
Yes. So before we start, yes, big plugs. Subscribe to Fightful Select, guys, please. It's the most direct way to support us. And also leave a like on this video. Send us a super chat and or a humper chat if you want to, say something nice or not.
Whatever you got.
Yeah, if you want to share your thoughts with us on the things that we're talking about, or if you want to talk about something that we don't have, on our list. So yes, please support us because we're poor, and we're gonna talk about CM Punk, I suppose, and I don't know, cotton candy. Cotton candy sucks, by the way.
Cotton candy, what'd you say?
Sucks. I hate cotton candy. It's so vile.
Really?
It's gross, fucking gross. The only good thing is that it's pink.
Well, you can get all kinds of different colors.
Oh, they suck too. Okay.
Okay. Well, I was just letting you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
right out of the gate. Again, if it's not chocolate, I don't want it.
Okay. Well, Ryan, you came to the wrong show, buddy.
No, we already said a bunch of stuff. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. This is all Soupy's fault.
Yeah. Ryan Sullivan says, at $5, I expect a clean show. Well, you're going to have to watch an edited version.
Or $5 worth of, of not clean.
All right, so let's go ahead and just start her off. Pepsi Phil, CM Punk. That's a big talk this week. Sounds like he is coming back. There have been plans, as Fightful Select reported. There have been plans. He's expressed willingness to return to AEW, and it seems like there are pieces in place. It's been reported that as soon as the June 21st or 21st episode of AEW Dynamite that is taking place at the Wintrust Arena in Chicago is the tentative plans for him to be there.
What does tentative mean?
Like, I guess
not
planned, like that's planned, like not set in stone, but that's the plan.
Not set in stone, but okay. Wishful thinking.
Yeah, wishful thinking is probably the best way, but I mean that's
okay.
It's like
every day I learn with Fightful.
This is like what we're planning type thing.
Okay.
Supposedly on May 17th at the Warner Upfront, which is basically every May, the TV networks basically preview their upcoming fall season, like their upcoming TV series and shows, so they can sell to advertisers, and they bring out like all their stars and stuff like that. So this is their way of basically saying that, hey, we're going to have CM Punk, supposedly. So, or reportedly. So, Maggie, I know how much CM Punk, how much you like CM Punk. There's a lot of, what's the right word I want to use here? There's a lot of, intrigue because of the elite right now. What do you make of all this?
Oh boy, how much time do we have?
We're here for an hour and a half.
Okay. So I feel like we've been talking about this for 3 years now. And at the end of the day, I don't think we're ever going to know what actually happened there. First of all, people say, oh, he wants to come back to wrestling. Well, no shit. He's always wanted to come back to wrestling. He came back after how many, 7 years of not giving a crap and everything. This is a real touchy situation. Because Dax has mainly been the one lately to push for CM Punk to return to AEW. Correct me if I'm wrong.
He's been the biggest.
Yeah, he's been the biggest supporter, and Punk has been pretty vocal on Instagram, mainly on his Instagram stories. He shot a lot of shots. I'm pretty sure that in the report that we had on Select, there were speculations that a meeting between CM Punk and Chris Jericho was planned, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
because like Punk said some stuff about Chris Jericho, and which was because of Chris Jericho. Like, he said a bunch of stuff to CM Punk right after that press scrum. So what do you think? Because again, CM Punk has been pretty vocal, and a lot of parties that are backing CM Punk have been pretty vocal. There has been nothing but silence from the other end of the story. The only thing I want to say that we've heard from like we've gotten from the Elite are basically two things. They did like this CM Punk mocking match when they returned to Chicago. Like they taunted the go to sleep. They did the buckshot lariat and like with the leg and everything. Like they mocked CM Punk pretty badly. So mature, right? It's just FYI. I'm not behind either of the sides. Just right off the gate, I wanted to share that. And then the second thing that we know that the Young Bucks have gotten on record and said that those couple of months have been the hardest months in their entire life. So there's probably a lot of things that we have no idea about that actually happened. Because like these are grown men who have their own company and like have these accolades behind them. Like they've been through stuff, the Bucks.
Yeah.
And to say that those months have been the hardest of their entire lives is telling.
Correct.
Yes. And there are also a lot of other stuff, other sides to the whole story. But I want to make something extremely clear here. If either Taco's barking again, if either of the sides decides to apologize to the other, which is a really extremely grown-up thing to do, whichever side is taking the apology, there's nothing in this entire world that can force them to accept this apology. And like that is like, view it however you wish, but no person in this entire world should feel obligated to accept an apology if they don't want to.
Correct.
Yes. So if the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, if the Elite are not comfortable working with Punk, they shouldn't be forced to. In no way. They can have Punk in that back in the company, but without them working with each other, at least for now. Because like, you know what they say, like time heals all wounds, right?
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
Yes. But the thing is, that whole thing in Chicago at 21st, it's the show before the Forbidden Door, right?
Mm-hmm.
And from there on, they will have as much time as they want to build towards a big match for All In.
Yep, and then All Out too. Yeah.
I kind of lean towards All In because that is a huge ass stadium that you need to fill. And what is the biggest match that you can offer to that audience?
Anything with the Elite, but
anything with the Elite and Punk.
Yeah.
Whether it be a 3-on-3 CMFTR and the Elite, whether it be Punk and Kenny Omega. This is something that Dax has pushed on his podcast. We have to sell a lot of tickets for Wembley. What better way to do that than to have CM Punk?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I love FTR. I like them, but Dax wasn't there. Like, like,
you're exactly right. Dax wasn't there.
That's the thing. And I even made a tweet yesterday after Sean tweeted out the link or the Fightful Select report. It kind of made me wonder. I'm like, like, it's speculation on my part, but I kind of thought, I wonder if Matt Jackson did not get surgery because he is not wanting injury time added to his contract. That's kind of because, if based on the way the wording is, is that they don't really want to work with him, or they haven't agreed to it yet. Like based on the Select report, everything
So you're saying that he lied when
no.
said no,
Well,
because like he explained not getting the surgery on BTE.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. BTE is. I look at BTE as kayfabe. Like I.
Yeah, but it's not always kayfabe.
That's the point. I mean, that's the thing. Like you don't really always know. But I think that plays a part of it.
You're bumming me out right now.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like if you put, I'm thinking it could play a part in it. You know what I mean? I hope that's not the case, but I'm wondering if that might have something to do with it too, because
imagine them leaving the company they built. Okay, Cody Rhodes. Okay.
Yeah, but I mean I was just gonna say that too. Like Cody Rhodes. I mean,
and what a pretty nice time to do it when tag team wrestling main evented WrestleMania.
Yeah. And
okay, that's it for today's episode of Coexisting. Jesus, I'm so bummed out right now.
Well, I mean that's the thing. It's like we just don't know, and I mean, there's been so many different opinions and like wrestling fans are passionate because they're like, as we noticed, there's some that I've seen it where people like hell with Punk. And then there's some like, hey, whatever it takes to get them back, and then there's some people who are like, you can't let go of the Elite, can't go. You got to do whatever you have to do to keep the Elite. And then that's where I'm like at. I'm like, how, like, I love CM Punk. Don't get me wrong. I do. But I'm also in the belief of how in the world would you get rid of the Elite? Or how could you, like, my thing is, how could you pick the Elite? Or let me rephrase that again. How could you pick over CM Punk over the Elite? Like the Elite's they can be there for years. CM Punk, he can't.
I know, and this is exactly what I said last time when we talked about the subject. It's all elite wrestling. Like they're literally in the name of the company. That's first. Second of all, CM Punk was supposed to be their main signing in 2019, but he opted not to go. And he sat home, and he saw that they got big by themselves. And then he went there. It wasn't the pandemic. No, fuck that. It wasn't the pandemic. He wanted to make sure if they're a big company or not. He didn't want to put the company on his back. The thing he said on that press prom. No, you didn't put the company on your back. Are you kidding me? Like, and that's also something that was bugging me throughout the entire thing. They gave him everything. They really gave him everything in AEW. And he was still not satisfied with that. Imagine if he doesn't like one thing. Imagine what can happen if he's not happy with the way that things are going. If he doesn't have his way once. Imagine if that happens, because up until then, they gave him absolutely everything that they could. Right out of the gate, he came in. They gave him Darby, which was heavily protected, Yeah. They gave him MJF. They gave him the title. Like that. They gave him everything.
Yeah.
And he was still not satisfied with that. Imagine if he doesn't get his way once. What happens then? If this happened after they give him everything, what happens after that?
Exactly. Soupy sends us a super chat that says, like always, blame Canada, eh?
Canada,
eh? And then William Tallman sends us a super chat that says, gotta catch Luke's new video, but love you, Maggie. Well, thanks for stopping by, man. We appreciate you.
All the love to you guys. Thank you.
Um,
We appreciate you guys.
I wanted
Let us know what you guys think. Like, this is Like, send us money so I can buy tissues when I cry from the things that Rob said today.
Yeah. This is something I wanted to point out. This is Chris Jericho retweeting a tweet from Pro Wrestling World. It says, they said, Chris Jericho, correct me if I'm wrong, but you've always been willing to work with everyone. You always do what's best for business. People are foolish to suggest otherwise. Chris Jericho, not everyone.
Yeah, I know. You know that AEW will always push, Chris Jericho to feud endlessly with people who are humongously over. So right from that, if the Elite don't want to work with CM Punk, there's Chris Jericho. I have no idea if that meeting was held or not. Like, I have no idea. We do know that, like, they've butted heads with each other previously in their career in WWE. But again, Punk never wanted to leave wrestling for whatever time he did. But it's not, I don't know if for him it may be about the money. I don't think the deal are in it for the money, just because Kenny Omega as a whole has been so incredibly, professional about it. At the end of the day, Kenny Omega just wants to wrestle, guys. He just wants to wrestle. The Bucks are, a different story, but Kenny Omega just wants to wrestle.
Yeah, and I think they want to just wrestle too. But they also, the one thing too about them is, and I can't speak for them, but this is just my assumption, and is they both have families, they have kids, so sure, I think I think majority of it, their money plays a big role for them more than it used to. But anyways, Power Driver Finisher has a good point here. AEW could use Punk, but not necessary for them to survive.
Absolutely. Thank you, by the way, for that statement. Yes, they've survived for years before Punk. And they surviving now when Punk's not there. The only reason Punk was injured, okay? Apparently he's okay now. He looks like Rocky again. So of course, I'm never gonna state otherwise. Punk is what's best for business, and we are single-handedly realizing this on Fightful Select, because we are once again back at 10K because of the CM Punk news. Yeah. Punk is best for business. I know he gets eyes on the business. He puts ass on seats. That is it. It is legitimate. And if I'm only willing to say that I'm happy that he was back, only if the locker room is okay with him in it. Because if your entire locker room isn't satisfied with what's happening, you may see a lot of walkouts after, those contracts expired.
Yeah. Jackie Rodriguez, our good friend, sent us a super chat, says it's Friday and time for a dose of two of my favorite people. Sending love to you both. Well, we love you.
Never forget what a ray of sunshine you are, Jackie. You wonderful soul. You.
I just have to read this because of who wrote it, but because I can just picture him saying this. They phrase it, I want to use here for Jericho's tweet, work it, girl. Can't you just picture Ryan Sullivan saying, work it, girl?
Yes, I can. Yeah. And
hi, Frantic.
This is no. Okay, just FYI, film yourself saying that and send it to me in DMs. I promise I will never play it on the air.
Yeah, she promises.
Both my hands are here.
But
you want me to show you my feet?
Yeah, don't show your feet. We can get money for that. Don't do that.
We're gonna get money for that. Okay, it's on. On Fightful.
Soupy sends us a super chat. Thank you, my friend. Ultimately, it's all about what TK wants. TK wants the Elite and Punk, so he will make it work somehow. But he has to sacrifice one. It will be Punk. That's...
Will it, though?
Yeah.
Will it, though?
Yeah.
Just ask yourself, will it really? Seriously. Because, imagine if one of the elite had the audacity to talk like that in the press scrum.
Yeah.
He did nothing. He sat right next to him, and he did nothing. Nada.
He just let his eyes get big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. So, David, this is just something that just came up in the Fightful chat, but David Finley of Bullet Club just tweeted out or did a video that said, let me read it here. Well, I'll just kind of lay it out. He says this weekend at the New Japan show, he's having an open challenge to members past, present, or future New Japan. Yeah. Past or present Bullet Club members.
Why was it so hard to say?
Well, because he also put future in there. I'm like, well, how the hell do you know if they're future Bullet Club members? That part doesn't make sense. But anyways, so basically what AJ Styles is back in Bullet Club. No, I'm kidding. But that was my joke there.
I miss AJ Styles so much.
I know, I do too.
I really miss him, guys. It's not the same without him. It was a WrestleMania without AJ Styles. I'm so sad.
But yeah, yeah, that's the thing. I agree with Soupy's take there. It's just he has to decide what's the deal. I know that there's been talk of course of the Saturday show.
Saturday.
Elton John.
This song.
Damn it, Soupy's going to use that.
I don't know. This song sounds atrocious in Bulgarian. Sabota.
There you go. Now he's going to use that too. So that's great.
It's really weird. Yeah. Moving on.
Yeah. Anyways, so you got that Saturday show potentially. So there's talk about them doing a brand split, and this is their way of keeping CM Punk separate.
This is stupid.
It sounds. I mean, that's the thing. It sounds bad. In my opinion. I mean, if you're doing this to keep, because there's some people that don't want to be around CM Punk still.
They're gonna pull off a Dominic Mysterio and Rey Mysterio thing.
Yeah.
So
we'll see. But let's go ahead and talk about AEW Dynamite. Maggie, let's go ahead and start the show with the Darby Allin match between Darby and Swerve Strickland. What do you think of this?
Oh, it was a really wonderful match. But it's nothing. What would you expect for these two? It was an amazing bout, but what happened afterwards was a promo with MJF and Sting. The pom-poms, they got me. The pom-poms got me. It's always refreshing because Sting was never one of the big promos, but I always take whatever he says, especially right now, because he doesn't give a crap anymore. Okay, he's not gonna be there for long. He said it himself, so he just does whatever the hell he wants. He just starts flipping pom-poms in the ring. I love this so much. It's my second favorite thing that he's done in the ring. Okay, no, the third best thing that he's done in the ring ever since he returned. The first thing being Tony Schiavone blatantly asking him a question and him taking the microphone and I love that so much. And the other thing was when he was having such a good time with Eddie Kingston and in the ring. And that was so cool. He's having a blast.
Oh, he's having a great time.
Oh, yeah. He's having a great time. So this was great. What I enjoyed mostly here was what Darby said, not MJF, which is a really weird thing to say about an MJF that includes MJF and a microphone. The thing is that Darby said something that I always wondered that. He was like, "Are you happy, Max? Like, are you happy? Like everything that you did, you've accomplished so much. Are you happy?" I didn't expect this because I've gone on record to say that I am not at all the biggest Darby Allin fan whatsoever. I get why people are fascinated with him because like he's a stuntman. At the end of the day, I'm not doubting his in-ring abilities at all. It's just that it makes me anxious that he's not going to be around for long because of his style of in-ring style. So this caught me off guard, and I was really I was really surprised by that promo. Oh. What did Eric say?
Yeah, he says I was going to talk about that. We'll talk about those later, but totally shouted someone check on Maggie when Wardlow returned. But yeah, we'll talk about that here shortly. But yeah, that promo was fantastic. The match was fantastic. And I'll get back into Swerve too, because that was the thing that I liked about this too, is they made sure we did not forget about Swerve and all of this by the end of the show, which I think was very important. The promo was great because what I love more than anything in wrestling is when they kind of do when they break the fourth wall stuff. I've talked about that on this show plenty of times before. When Sting was talking about how he still got the Joker in him, talking about his Impact days,
yes,
talking about his WCW days with Hall and Nash, Ric Flair, talking about Nature Boy. I absolutely loved it. That's what I live for type stuff. And like after it was all said and done, like I was thinking, I'm like, son of a bitch, man. They could have, if WWE just didn't trip over their own third leg.
He got injured. He did a good.
No, I know. No. What I was going to say is like why they just didn't give us Sting versus Undertaker right away.
Well, that too, yeah.
But
they did give us Undertaker versus Goldberg, and look what that was.
Yeah.
A car crash of it,
Yeah. Shit. But no, I'm just saying, like, I mean, I was just thinking, like, those were great Sting, like, memories, like, that he was bringing up.
I know.
Wolfpack and stuff like that. And, I just really enjoyed the fourth wall stuff, and MJF was good. And I loved that Sting came out. Wasn't expecting him. Like he was just.
You mentioned Cody.
Yeah. That too. Mentioned Cody, and the thing is he didn't. Like he wasn't like burying Cody. Like that's the thing. People acting like
no one buries Cody on AEW.
It's just the fans.
Like,
just the fans signs, and it's like
Cody LMAO.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And like I saw somebody on Twitter said that one of the like somebody that had that sign like thought like one of the Young Bucks or Kenny was gonna like do something with it, like when they handed it, and they just looked at him like you're effing idiot type thing. Like what do you expect them to do? That there's no like hard feelings like between those guys. Like that was
come on, like when Cody won the Royal Rumble, he did the gesture, the too sweet and the bang.
Yeah.
There's no. Yeah. They love each other. Come on. Yeah. But
yeah.
Next up.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to, this too. He pointed to the camera and thanked Kevin Nash and like pointed to the sky at Scott Hall too. Like I love that. Yeah. That was good. So man, it was just a great segment. It's one I'll always actually remember. Like when somebody asks me, like, do you have any AEW Sting like moments that you recall? Like that will be up there for me. It will be like, other than the face paint with CM Punk and and like the first time we saw him like just driving with like in like one of the first vignettes of him driving with Darby. Like those things are just like,
I know.
I just love those.
Again, he's having the time of his life right now because he genuinely doesn't give a crap anymore. Yeah. Because he's literally done it all in the business. He's just having fun right now.
And then of course one of my favorite photos of all like wrestling is Jon Moxley Eddie Kingston and Sting.
Exactly.
Like,
the photo that
just
he's
boom.
so happy to be there. I'm always happy when people are happy doing what they do.
Yeah, exactly. So then we go to the AEW TNT Championship. Powerhouse Hobbs taking on Silas Young.
Powerhouse Hobbs won, and then Wardlow used the front.
Yeah. Now Silas Young, who is a good friend of CM Punk, Silas Young.
There you go.
Silas Young did not get to show off his talents, but that's as expected.
Yeah, it's Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah, that's what his job was.
We received, we got a video of Powerhouse Hobbs leaving his fancy new car. I have no idea what that car is. I have zero car knowledge. To a valet, to a security guard, and then Wardlow came up.
Yeah, you like that, didn't you?
Yeah, and he was like, "Run."
Yeah,
and so I did run to my bedroom.
Right.
Come on, you knew that was coming.
Sounds like something else was too, but oh well.
Yeah. I love this so much, and the funny thing is that him now being able to operate a forklift was so great because he forgot to put it in park, and then he just gently tapped on the car again.
And I loved how the forklift just.
By the way, he did nothing. He just watched it.
Yeah. So they here in the States, it's called OSHA. It's the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, and they do like all the worker rights and stuff, and you have to get OSHA certified to be able to work on a one of those
forklift.
Yeah, forklifts. You have to be certified for that. So Twitter, of course, being the little narcs that they are, of course, were Jesus Christ.
Did they narc on Wardlow?
Oh yeah, they did all over the place. It was rather.
Hi Wardlow, would you like me to murder Twitter? Hi, I will absolutely will.
Well, otherwise, I'm sure if he needs a hiding spot, you can offer him a place in Bulgaria. I'm sure
I can hide you, Wardlow. I'm not going there.
Where would he hide?
Next thing we have Jay White. Moving on.
Okay, this was good too. Wardlow using the high-low just test code. It popped me. That was good.
Yeah. Jesus. Yes. Correct.
Yeah. Anyways.
I'm excited for. Sure, I'm excited for the eventual rematch that we're gonna have, but I have no idea what happens.
Yeah.
I hated how Powerhouse won because I wanted Powerhouse Hobbs to look great in that win. And, Wardlow could have, Wardlow wouldn't have looked bad if he lost clean to Hobbs. Because Hobbs is Hobbs. Come on. Yeah. Yes. And they didn't do that. They did it in a weird way. But, of course, I'm going to be excited for that rematch because it's Wardlow and Hobbs, big, meaty men slapping meat. Come on. I just want it to be the match that we never got.
So this is a little off topic, but when this feud ends, I kind of want Powerhouse Hobbs to kind of go back. I don't know how it'll work, and I don't know if it'll be possible, but I kind of want Powerhouse Hobbs to kind of turn back into a face somewhat. The first time in AEW since he started, when he turned his back on Cody. But there is a tag team, and I think if you do it right, you could just make these guys just even. If you put Wardlow and Powerhouse Hobbs together, as a team, or just as a not even a team. You could have them like as a faction or some sort. Like one goes after the heavyweight title. I think if those two work together, this is just fantasy booking because they're never going to do this. But
Hobbs
I
and
think,
Wardlow?
yeah, if they work together, I think
Wardlow will never be with someone ever again.
You don't think so?
No, because like he tried it. Like he tried it with MJF. MJF was a dick to him. He tried it with Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe stabbed him in the back. The only ones who haven't done this are FTR.
Okay, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. That's why you're the brains of this operation.
I'm just the word lanes.
You're the brains. You're the brains and the beauty of this operation. I'm just here to sell the show, I guess. I don't know, but anyways, let's go to the next part.
Yeah, we had Jay White and Juice Robinson who introduced Bullet Club Gold. Rob, this is stupid.
Yeah, Bullet Club Gold.
I'm sure it's gonna be really great, but like Bullet Club Gold sounds really tacky.
Yeah, it does. And the thing is what I don't like, and I know they're trying to explain it here. I get that.
I know, but it sounds like the Golden Elite, and it's bugging me.
That's TL says it here. That was the tag team that came to mind, but I went off topic. But that's who they could be, but they could be just 10 times bigger than they ever were. And they were a hell of a tag team in New Japan. But anyways, this I like both guys. I love Jay White, obviously. I love Juice Robinson. I just don't really like this Bullet Club Gold gimmick. So I'm gonna trust the process. I think
I will. So I absolutely agree with you here. I will trust the process, and hey, I don't care if a name is bad or not. I'm just, I'm gonna roll with it if it's wonderful.
Yeah. This is a good point too. They could be like something similar to Cesaro or Sheamus if they ever did a team.
Again, I will absolutely adore this team, but it's not in the books for Wardlow.
Yeah, feasible for now. Yeah.
Like for now, like the whole wolf, like the lone wolf and and everything, he does it better than Baron Corbin, by the way.
Well,
yeah. So no, like after everything that happened to him, after everyone that stabbed him in the back, he's not teaming with anyone anytime soon, at least for now. So next we have our.
Yeah, I was going to the next match.
Okay. Next we had the International Championship between Orange Cassidy and Buddy Matthews, and oh boy, let me tell you how disappointed I am.
Well, I was trying to get two belts Buddy trending that night because don't get me wrong, we both love Orange Cassidy. We both love him. But
this was ridiculous. How many people can Orange Cassidy actually beat? This isn't me shitting on Orange Cassidy. This is the huge fan of Buddy Matthews in me screaming. Like, I know that it was one of those pins that are really brilliantly executed. Like the Last Supper that Darby Allin does, which I hate that no one till this day has kicked out of that. No one. And Orange Cassidy does does this because like throughout the entire match they tried to sell that his arm wasn't feeling great and like the orange punch and he couldn't execute it correctly and everything. And I was like, there you go, Buddy Matthews will beat him. Oh my god, Buddy will, like, come on, yes. I adore Buddy Matthews. I just want everything for this man. And up until he won the Trios Championships, I saw no better treatment in AEW than the one that he got in WWE whatsoever. Then they won the Trios Championships and they're pinning them.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not, if I'm gonna crap on WWE for pinning Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens right after they won those championships, I'm gonna give AEW crap for pinning their championships as well.
Yeah.
championship holders. I'm sure that I'm mad because it's Buddy Matthews and he lost. I'm sure that this is why. The match was brilliant, by the way. Let me just
I loved it.
The match was absolutely great, but I was disappointed in the finish because I'm a huge mark for Buddy Matthews. And I want nothing but great things to happen for all three of everyone in the House of Black.
I just have to answer this. It was great when I was in high school, but that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have anything to add for this match,
No,
or should we start being uncomfortable for the next segment?
Well, I just want to say it was good. I just was wanting. The best way to say it is I wanted selfishly 2 belts, buddy, is what I wanted.
Of course, of course.
That's what I wanted.
I just wanted, Rhea Ripley has a lot of gold. Like, it's one, but it's a lot. And Buddy Matthews has, you've seen the video of Rhea Ripley, doing reps and like him, spotting her. And and afterwards he was like done and he was like, I love that video. So maybe he's trying to compensate. I don't know.
I love those two are great.
Those two are,
it's fantastic.
Yeah, so let's feel uncomfortable for.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy made his return to AEW. He saved his brother after Big Bill, Lee Moriarty, and Ethan Page got the best of Matt Hardy.
Hook.
Yep. Yeah, Hook, and was it Isaiah or Mark? I think it was Isaiah Cassidy.
Isaiah Cassidy, yeah.
Yeah, got the best of them. We get a returning Matt Hardy, or Jeff Hardy, rather, and
the
crowd went nuts. Yeah, crowd
went absolutely nuts for this. And this was about the time that I got extremely uncomfortable watching Dynamite.
Yeah.
And this is in no way demolishing everything that Jeff Hardy has done for this business, and everything that the Hardys have done for tag team wrestling. I'm not saying anything about that. No one will ever take away from Jeff Hardy about that. But everything that happened. And Jeff Hardy, I'm not even talking about all the times that he got, intoxicated, or like he's allowed to do whatever he wants to do with his private time. But the moment when you put other people's life in danger, that's where I have a problem. I don't have problem with people getting stinking drunk while they really don't have to, need to, or anything. But the moment you get in a car and decide to drive while you're in this state, you're just a piece of trash. And I don't care who you are. Because it's one thing to not care about yourself. It's a whole other thing to not give a crap about everyone around you. And children on the road, pregnant people, okay? Like it's you need to. You need to be really cognizant when it comes to stuff like that. So, having in mind, I know people will say, well, everyone deserves a second chance. It's a 50,000 chance for Jeff Hardy. And he needs to make this happen. He needs to make amends for a lot of stuff. And this has to be his last chance. And I sure hope he doesn't blow it, because there is no going back from this at all.
Yeah.
So again, I'm going to trust the process, but this is the last time for me.
You know, the thing is I absolutely agree with everything you said there. And I've made no secret that I have my problem with alcohol, but I've never done that. Um, I've always been smart enough to not have my keys with me or have my keys. Um, that said, the one thing that the NFL, which Tony Khan is a part of because of he owns, along with his father, the Jacksonville Jaguars in the NFL. In the NFL they have a thing where in any NFL player, and I believe any coach or staff member can call. They have a 1-800 number or something where they can call and get a ride, like regardless. And Tony Khan can obviously, WWE can afford it, and if they don't have it, I should look into that, see if they have that. But this is something they should offer.
Of course.
And I hope it's something they do. But this is something that I agree with everything you said, but I would like to see AEW offer something like that, along with WWE, along with Impact, any company that can definitely afford it. I mean, I worked for two companies, I won't say their names, but that had that offer too. Like they would do that. But it's a big deal, and this needs to be his last shot, like his last chance. Like this is it. This has to be for his own benefit. Like you have to do it not only for your own liability, obviously. You need to do it more importantly to protect his life. And I'm honestly surprised they're giving him that extra chance. I really am, but if they think they can do it this time and they can protect him the best they can and help him, meaning
I'll
that
be
they
incredibly happy if this works.
Yeah, I hope this is a success story like you wouldn't believe, because I want it to, because I absolutely I just don't want it to happen again. That's the thing. I don't want anybody to be, even if I didn't know them, I don't want them behind the wheel of a vehicle when they shouldn't be.
I don't want his incredible accomplishments in wrestling and everything that he did for this business to be overshadowed by the fact that he was a selfish jerk. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
this is what I'm saying.
But,
and
we'll move on.
Moving on.
So John Moxley and Claudio
destroyed Brandon Cutler and Michael Nakazawa. Obviously, it ended in no contest.
Yeah, I do love the fact that Brandon and Michael did not give up. When you thought they could have tapped, or you just look like they still fought.
Yeah.
They still gave it all they had. I love that. They both were bloodied as hell. It was interesting. I kind of wonder, this is me being nitpicky, I guess. But in the way if you look at it from the standing of BTE, it kind of makes sense that okay, Brandon, you idiot, stupid idiot, you're gonna get your ass kicked, but we're here, that's the way I looked at it. But I like how they didn't back down. They got their ass kicked. They knew what they were doing, but their friends in the end came and got them. You know what I mean? That I liked.
Yeah, that they came. I love this.
Yeah.
Because like I said, Kylie and Haley said it best, that the elite is thriving when all elite wrestling is thriving when the elite are in the conversation about stuff. Before that, we got a Kenny Omega promo in his home, which had the painting of him and Don Callis in the background. By the way, that Don Callis' forehead.
Yeah.
Oh shit. They show that on television and everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who is it? There's somebody that does podcasts that has. Oh, it's I think her name's Andrea Hangst, Hangst. I think she actually has that print, like above her desk, and like whenever she does photos or something, like behind, you always see that. And I always pop every time.
Brilliant.
Every time.
Yeah.
I could. It might be somebody else, but I think it's her. But I love it every time I see it.
We got an absolute jacked Kenny Omega with jeans and naked from the waist up.
Oh, are you saying you like that?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I was
just wanted to make sure.
Waist down. This was such a wonderful segment. They actually eventually got a screwdriver out, and was this the way that Ortiz injured John Moxley with the eye, like way back in 2020? I want to say, was it again a screwdriver?
I believe so. Somebody
did they use verify. A screwdriver? Yeah, like
I think it was I think it was a screwdriver.
Yeah, the Inner Circle were feuding with John Moxley. Was it a screwdriver that they jammed in, and they got the same visual, like with the screwdriver?
It was Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho. Yeah, but like, was it Ortiz or did Moxley want to do this to Ortiz? I think it was that.
I don't know. Somebody will find out for us, I'm sure.
Yeah, okay, sure. But like they got the same visual with the screwdriver stuck in the turnbuckle. I appreciate that. That's early AEW television. That's great. In the Elite came, they helped. Kenny Omega said that he had his falling with Hangman, but it doesn't mean that he's not family. So that's, I can't wait. I wanna not focus on the Punk thing before we actually have something to talk about it, like as opposed to rumors and speculation and everything. Up until then, we get to have this amazing story with eventually the Elite coming back together as a whole, and I'll always be up for that because this was the golden time of AEW where the Elite were one, and I will always cherish that. Of course, it's Kenny Omega. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, you talk now for a while.
I just absolutely love this segment. I thought it was great. Kind of made me wish that I always wish Bryan Danielson was around. I just wish he was there for this segment too.
Yeah.
It was good though. Like I enjoyed the whole thing. Like the crowd went nuts. Obviously they did a great job making it feel like Kenny wasn't there because of the video they did beforehand. So Caden, okay, so it was his jacket spike. Okay. So that's for Jericho. But anyways, I love the whole segment. Like this was probably other than like the Sting like promo, this was probably like one of my favorite things for sure.
This was my favorite thing, obviously. Yeah. And on Dynamite. We'll have Rampage tonight.
Yep.
We'll hear from FTR. Jack Perry will battle Sean Spears. This is so great. I'm so happy to see Sean Spears back. The daddy.
Daddy Sean Spears.
Yeah, Tyler Valkyrie against Sami Sakura. Why isn't Taya on Dynamite ever?
I don't know yet. We should talk to her.
Yeah.
Ask her.
What?
I don't know. I was trying to be a smart ass. I'm like, we should ask her. Get her on the show.
Sure. Then we have Mark Briscoe, Jay Lethal, and Satnam Singh with Jeff Jarrett against Spanish Announce Project, probably. And then we have the IWGP World Tag Team Championship, Aussie Open against Best Friends. This is going to be a really wonderful match.
Yeah. Man, that's
can't wait for that.
Yeah. And I know they advertised FTR talking tonight too. They're going to talk. So that'll be good. So so there's Rampage looks pretty good, I think. Just based on that tag match alone, like gets me excited. Then you also have Yeah, like Kaya Valkyrie always is good too, and like you said too, Sean Spears is back. I like Sean Spears. Jack Perry is going to be in the ring with him, so it's going to be what we call good TV, pal. So let's go to our video here. You're on mute.
I was gonna say that it's gonna be interesting to see if Sean Spears is a heel or a face.
I think he'll be I don't know. He'll get a good pop either way.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but here we go.
Guys, we're gonna talk about cats again. There's so by now you should have realized that we love we adore animals on this show. So the owners of a cat shelter built a huge, I was gonna say a huge mini village, but it's a huge ass village with with small houses that have beds in them, by the way. And this is where their elderly cats who weren't able to be adopted, which is a sad thing, are going to live out their the remainder of their days. And it's so wonderful because there's a few we can see the houses here, but there's a video at the bottom of the article where a woman gives us a tour of the village. I hate the fact you see the cat on the right side.
I just noticed that. That's
great. I hate the fact that the video is shot vertically because I assume that people will never learn that videos are taken horizontally. This is bugging the hell out of me. So yes, Rob, I assume you put the link for the
the link's in the YouTube promo preview. But,
yes, in the but in the description.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's in
yes, guys. If you go into the description, you can find the video, which you can see with the tour and everything. You can shit on the woman, shitting it, vertically. I hate this. This is so this is amateur territory right here. But the houses are really nice and they're really, really, really great. And they're probably better than mine. So there.
I wonder if they have. You know what? I'm not going to do it. Nope.
Please.
Damn it! I was going to do it. I'm just not. I was going to ask if they had meow and meow instead of Airbnb, but no, not going to do it. But I wonder if that cat's related to this one.
I knew that you were gonna show this cat again.
I love that. I love the kitty.
Yeah, but at this point, you've shown it so much that it's I'm indifferent to it.
You're not. Don't lie to the people. You love that cat.
Let's talk about WWE because once again we spent the whole hour on AEW and we promised we wouldn't do that anymore.
I know.
We also need to talk about Rebellion. So.
Yep. So WWE recap real quick. So
Trish Stratus turned on Becky. I'm gonna say one thing. This is gonna be really refreshing because I didn't watch wrestling when Trish was a heel, so I know what happened. Like I've watched it after, but it's. Why are you laughing?
Because when you said that, I just, for whatever reason, I'm like, all right, I get it. Like the way that Maggie feels about Wardlow is pretty much how I felt about Trish Stratus back in the day.
Yeah, you and everyone else do.
Yeah, I know, but I was just like, it just kind of like hit me like, yep, I get it. No, I understand.
Yeah, I know. You're really easily distracted, Rob.
Have you met me?
Yeah. So this is gonna be refreshing, but I would really like it when Trish Stratus actually comes out on Raw next week with a microphone in her hand and actually explain her actions. Because I want a promo. Trish was always good at promos. I want a promo from Trish explaining herself. Like she can turn this, like she can explain it best. But there is one thing I would say. Bailey got robbed here because the whole thing was Bailey and Trish. They built this on social media themselves.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say that I'm pissed off because it's Becky. But Becky carried the entire match on Raw between them and Raquel and Liv. She carried that entire match. It wasn't that good. So I just hope that, Trish can play off of the fact that Lita chose Becky, that she didn't give her a call and said, you want to go for the titles, let's do this, and everything. Like, there are a lot of ways that they can go here. The only thing I want to say is that this was supposed to be Bailey.
Yeah. What I'm hoping happens, kind of what I hope happens, is I hope in a way this kind of turns into where Trish and Bailey become tag team champions. That would be kind of cool.
Well, the fact is that once again, those women's tag team championships are irrelevant right now.
Oh, they are
absolutely irrelevant because like everyone's talking about the team that lost.
Yeah, I know.
And not the team that won.
And
this is the thing that's bugging me.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that when we do the SmackDown preview. But yeah, Scott makes a good point. Trish didn't look interested in being in that match, and that kind of is what I thought too for a few minutes watching that. It doesn't seem.
Like, you can put it on, facial expressions about the thing that we're about to see after that. Yeah. You can play it off on that, but everything we'll see how things are executed on next week's Raw. This is the thing that they should open the show with her. Open the show with her. Like that's it.
Yep. Yeah. So moving on from that, we had the announcement last week of the WWE draft.
We're getting a draft. And the thing is that all WWE superstars are going to, take part in the draft. So this means NXT stars, right?
Yeah, hopefully. But let's see if what's his name? Gable Stevenson goes first again.
Yeah.
That was a shit of a move.
Yes, it was. You want to talk about Cody real quick? Because I have no idea what to say. Okay, so last week he was I had you, Roman. I had you. Okay? Like by this much. And like this week he comes out and says, you are the better man.
Yeah, I know.
No. Like why is Cody being a butthole? Like what is and why is no one talking about the fact that Roman cheated in all of his other matches for that championship title battle? And why does no one do anything about it? In kayfabe, explain to me. Why did Cody say I wasn't prepared to the depths where in which Roman Reigns was willing to go? Seriously, it was exactly copy paste from each and every other match that Roman had. Seriously, Cody, are you being serious right now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
Audacity for hands down. By the way, if you just listen to Cody cutting a promo, you would go, God, Cody's such an amazing superstar. He's a wrestler and a superstar. He's a sports entertainer. But then you listen to what those words mean, and you're like, dude, I love you, but come on, you're not making any sense.
Yeah.
But come on. And now we're getting Cody and Brock, and everyone facing Brock. I am terrified for them because it's Brock and Brock always wins,
Yeah.
And I'm just so worried. I'm ridiculously worried about that.
Yeah, I am too, but I think they're actually going to put over Cody, because the way I look at it is, and I think it might have been Sean that said this on the List in Your Boy, I think, or it could have been on the post show Wednesday, but they're kind of going with it seems like they might be going with the John Cena like booking from when Lesnar returned.
But Brock beat John Cena.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Yeah, Brock beat John. No, John Cena beat Brock. Yeah, John Cena beat Brock.
No, Brock Lesnar gave 16 suplexes to John Cena and he squashed him in SummerSlam.
No. What I'm talking about is he's talking about when he came back in 2014. So when he came back from UFC that first time.
Yeah.
So the night after WrestleMania, Cena got like F5'd by Lesnar, and then with the steps in the ring, by the way, and then the next pay-per-view, Cena beat Lesnar. So what I think is going to happen is Rhodes is going to beat Lesnar, and then whatever the hell they're going to do from there is just, I don't know, but
it makes no sense.
Yeah. Because
none of this makes sense. Brock Lesnar fighting Cody Rhodes would have made extremely wonderful sense if Cody had the title, because Brock lost the chance to challenge for that title if Roman has that championship.
Yeah.
And if Cody won, then Brock would have had all the motives in the world that exist to challenge Cody. And I feel like that was the entire plan all along for this to happen. But they eventually said, no, Cody's not winning this belt. But they stuck with Brock Lesnar and Cody after that. This is extremely ridiculous. Do you care about Matt Riddle returning and him being...
I don't care about Matt Riddle at all, but
yes, this is weird because, oh my God, it's Matt Riddle and everyone's losing their shit, and I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
No, I even forgot. I was like, why is he in this storyline right out of the gate? And then I remember that they were the ones who,
He was a big Matt Riddle guy before he left Vince McMahon.
Yeah, sure. It's I'm gonna give props to Matt Riddle because in the ring he's good in the ring. I just don't care. I'm not that person. But we are gonna get Shinsuke Nakamura back. It's really I'm really worried because if right out of the gate they pair him with Rick Boogs again, the only reason why that worked was Pat McAfee, and he's not there anymore. So I don't know. I'm excited about this, and I hope that they are excited about this as well, because they they didn't look excited about Shinsuke Nakamura at all prior to that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, it's already I'm glad Shinsuke's back, so that's what I'm glad.
I'm looking forward to anything to everything that's gonna happen for him. I just hope again that they're as excited as I am right about now. So yeah, tonight SmackDown, yes, Shinsuke Nakamura. We have Xavier Woods versus LA Knight. This is gonna be a banger of a match, by the way. As will be Damian Priest versus Santos Escobar. Oh, hell yes.
Yes, and then you have Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez celebration.
Guess what's gonna happen?
Either Ronda Rousey and Sonya.
Yes, exactly.
Ronda
this
Rousey
will happen. Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, Shayna are gonna come in and do something, or
No, there's no or. This is exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Let's talk a bit about Impact Wrestling. Let's finish with a bang.
Yeah, let's do it. Anyways, yeah, Sunday night.
No, this is so refreshing.
Yeah, rare Sunday night pay-per-view.
An Impact Wrestling pay-per-view that it's not on Friday. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it with the Friday pay-per-views. Those suck.
Yes, they
suck big ass donkey balls. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I don't like Friday pay-per-views. I don't think anybody watches them. Anyways, Impact Wrestling's Rebellion taking place in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Impact World Championship. Should we just go ahead and start with the World Championship?
Sure.
Okay, Kushida and Steve Maclin for the vacant World Championship title had to be given up because of Josh Alexander having an injury.
let me just say that this is breaking my heart. And I hope Steve Maclin wins. It's totally his time. You don't get to call this guy a forgotten son and not give him the title, okay?
Caden sent us a super chat. Sorry, man, I did not see it. Caden's going to see Taylor Swift. Going to cry a lot. Cool. Have fun, man.
Yeah, sure. Once again, he's bragging about how wonderful his life is, going to Disneyland and Taylor Swift. We're happy for you, by the way. I hope you cry a lot.
Your heel turns back then, huh? Okay. No, have a great time, man. That's awesome.
Honestly, have a wonderful time.
She's single again, I guess. I didn't know that.
Who?
I just saw on not the news, but on one of the Taylor Swift.
Why are we talking about the private life of pop singers?
Because it just came up on my news feed a few minutes ago, so I just let you know.
Who you got to win this match?
Well, depending on who Taylor Swift dates, I guess. I don't know. Oh, we're talking about Impact again. Okay. Steve Maclin, of course. It's Maclin's turn. Maclin's time.
I can see them giving it to Kushida. I adore Kushida, but come on, it's Steve Maclin's turn. Come on,
you got to.
You have to.
As our guy Excalibur would say, you got to give the people what they want.
Got to give the people what they want, and you have to do it in Canada. He's been pissing on people from Canada a lot. He didn't give them the chance to have their anthem. He talks shit to Canadians. Jesus.
Yeah.
You'd think that I hate him, but I really love him. The guy.
If Joel makes it into the pay-per-view, like if he does get to go, he's the only that's the only Canadian I want him to go after there. Just he's like, you're the one. That's the only one. I'm fine with everybody else, but you no.
Who? Your name is Joel? Why did you lie to Ellie?
But yeah, it's got to be Maclin.
Sure. Afterwards, which is telling, because afterwards we have Jordan Grace versus Deonna Purrazzo for the vacant Knockouts World Championship. This is again breaking my heart because poor Mickie James. And like that segment from last night's Impact where she left the title and her hat in the ring. This is just heartbreaking. Let me just say. So that being said, I will never bet on anyone else except for Jordan Grace because she's my girl.
Oh, yeah. She's awesome.
Yeah. But I kind of feel like they're going with Deonna Purrazzo here because the power couple between Deonna Purrazzo and Steve Maclin, I want this a lot.
I do too. Yeah.
But Jordan Grace, after everything that she accomplished, after that competition that she won, by the way, it was so wonderful to see like Impact being so proud of her. They bragged about her a lot on the show, and they uploaded photos of her, and like the locker room sent her flowers.
Yeah,
this is. I'm so happy because like this will never happen for me ever. But like if I achieve something big, my bar would never send me flowers. This is what I'm saying. So if someone sends me flowers, it's gonna be like my wonderful people from Fightful.
Yeah, and that's happened before.
Yes, that's happened before. Who do you think? Who do you have winning this?
We coexist really well because we agree with each other really well. Because that's exactly what happens. I think you go with the power couple getting the championships. I think it'd be great.
John Perazzo being three-time, right?
3 or 4, I believe. So
I'm not prepared for this. At
No,
least 3.
Yeah.
At least 3.
I'm gonna look real quick, but yeah, I want. That's the thing. This is one of those matches where I'm like,
Either way.
That's the thing. I want both to win because I love both of them. Like I love watching both of them. I always root for both of them because they're two of my favorite wrestlers. Like to watch, they really are. I love watching both of them. Yeah. When Deonna got released by WWE, that was one of the biggest like blunders I felt they had. I was like,
you had Deonna Purrazzo.
That was my like, you empty-headed dumb moments. Like that was how I felt. Like that's how I felt about them when they let go of Rusev as well. Because I'm like, the guy's money. Like
Buddy Murphy, Jesus.
Yeah, well that too. I mean, but.
Yeah, a lot of things. So the next thing we have the Bullet Club versus the Motor City Machine Guns for the Impact Tag Team Championships.
She would be this would be her third if she wins.
Third. Okay, got it. It's gonna be an Ultimate X match, so this is interesting. Ultimate X matches are usually in the X division, but this time we're gonna see it in the tag team division. I don't think that they're gonna take the gold off of Bullet Club right now because they're so red hot. Ace Austin and Chris Bay, they work so well with each other. And Motor City Machine Guns, again, I will never root against them, but this is not me rooting against them. This is something else. I think they go with Bullet Club here.
Yep, same here. The Impact X Division Championship Elimination Triple Threat match. Trey Miguel defending his title against Speedball Mike Bailey and Jonathan Gresham.
I think it's Jonathan Gresham's time.
I do too, but every time I pick somebody against Trey Miguel, he wins. So I'm picking Trey Miguel.
I get what you're saying, but I really don't want to see that title anymore with that green thing on top of it because like we're getting that green bullshit on AEW every week. And I'm tired of it, so I do not need it in my Impact. All my Impact peeps, come on.
So yeah, I hope, like that's the thing. If it was up to me, it'd be Gresham, Bailey, and then Miguel. And I don't have a problem with Trey Miguel. It's just that's my preference. Impact Knockouts Tag Team Championship, the Covenant, Kylan King.
Covenant.
Yeah, sorry, the Covenant. The Coven. Kylan King and Taylor Wilde. Spell check put it in as Covenant. The Death Dolls versus the Death Dolls. I have Kylan King and Taylor Wilde getting this.
Oh yes, of course. Everything is building towards Jessica realizing what she is. Like Rosemary and Taya tried to protect her, but Taya's not there anymore.
Yeah.
So why did you erase everything?
I didn't mean to. I just realized I did that.
Thank you. So can you undo it?
I will try.
Yes, because I don't have it anymore.
Everything from below's there.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. I thought that you erased everything. Yeah, okay. So next up we have the Hardcore War. This I suppose it's gonna be really entertaining, but I don't give a crap about this. This is probably the match I'm gonna watch at 2x speed. Team Bully Ray against Team Tommy Dreamer. Bully Ray's team is Bully Ray, Kenny King, Masha Slamovich, Moose, and Brian Myers. And Team Tommy Dreamer is Tommy, Frankie Kazarian, Yuya Yamara. Or, I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it correctly. Killer Kelly and Gujar. I feel like Team Bully will win here, probably, because it has Masha Slamovich in it.
That and they added Moose and Brian Myers.
They also added Moose. Jesus fucking Christ. Yes. I'm not a fan of Killer Kelly losing everything. I do not want her to not be satisfied with Impact and sign with WWE, where she will debut on the main roster with the name of Karen Kelly.
Wow. Okay. So I got Team Bully as well.
Team Bully, yes.
Yeah.
Next thing we have Santino Morello, Joe Hendry, and Dirty Dango. This is so great. Versus The Design. I have Santino Morello, Joe Hendry, and Dirty Dango winning here because I think it's time for Sami Callihan to screw over The Design.
Finally.
Finally, my boy Sami.
Yeah.
He has no place there, and I never got why he joined. If you just needed a haircut and couldn't afford it, like this is really
you know how
weird.
wrestlers can be,
The thing is that in the span of 1 week, all my favorites lost their hair. Wardlow lost his hair and Sami Callihan, and I'm like, what is happening? Like, Jesus. After that, we have PCO versus Eddie Edwards. I think Eddie Edwards wins here because he's going to be with Alicia.
Yeah.
She finally took his side. It's pretty clear. I don't think that there's anyone that PCO can count on.
Yeah, I agree. Eddie Edwards gets this win.
Yeah. We have Heath and Rhino versus
Champagne and
I know.
Champagne.
I just always want to pronounce it Champagne because of Futurama and High Chris. And Heath and Rhino.
Yep, for sure.
Please, yes.
Yeah, that one's easy. So
it's gonna be a hell of a pay-per-view. Please, guys, watch it. It's Sport Impact.
Last Cooper Effect coming up.
Yep.
Here we go.
You forgot to mute us again.
For whatever reason, it doesn't do it. I don't know why, but
it's fine, guys. If you thought that I marked the hell out for Denise Salcetti, you should subscribe to Fightful Select and watch just how much I lost the whole knowledge of English language while we were talking to Simon Miller. This was such a blast. Simon Miller is absolutely the first ever person who I saw on YouTube talking about wrestling. He's the first ever who I saw. Imagine how incredibly grateful I was to come full circle and me actually, speaking to Simon Miller with this is, for me, this was a huge moment. I'm so glad that we got to do it with Rob. It was a huge bucket list for me. I was so happy that we were able to check that off of the list. Spoiler alert: he's a huge sweetheart. As a surprise to absolutely no one. Guys, you just forget about CM Punk news, okay? Subscribe to Fightful Select for this only. So yeah, please. Rob, you enjoyed it, right? It's not just me.
No, I absolutely loved them. You're going to hear people doing yard work outside my damn window here in a second, so I'm going to be really quick. See? It's so stupid. It's like right now, out of all the time. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Simon Miller was great. He was awesome. He loves Metallica more than I do, which really surprised me. He's awesome. He was awesome. Really great guy to talk to. I loved it. That's me flipping people off over there. Anyways, he was great. I loved having him. Check him out. What Culture. You can check him out on Twitter at Simon Miller 316. Just a great guy overall. Just loved having him. He's somebody we will have again, and we won't have the person outside my window on the show at all. But yeah, that's son of a bitch. But anyways, here's some jokes. I just can't win.
I
doesn't.
know.
It's like, what the hell? Like the whole week they don't. Okay, Maggie.
See.
What is the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi? The people in Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but the people in Abu Dhabi do.
That's so stupid.
I know, it's great. Oh, God. This is the one that's probably going to get me fired, but Maggie.
Maybe you shouldn't say it.
Oh, I got to because it's so good. Maggie, why does Barbie never get pregnant? Because Ken comes in a different box. Yeah.
Yeah, you went there, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I had to. It was so good. I had to. So, anyways, another last one for the day. Maria went home happy, telling her mother about how she earned $20. She goes, her mother says, "How did you do that?" She goes, "By climbing a tree." Her mom responded, "Maria, they just wanted to see your panties." Maria replied, "See, Mom, I was smart. I took them off before."
I took them off. I wasn't wearing any.
Yeah. So I like it.
I thought this was an old Bulgarian one.
There you go. So, guys, where is here located? Oh, here in Minnesota is me, and Bulgaria is where Maggie's from.
Yes. Hi.
So, guys, Maggie, plug your shit before I go plug this person.
Okay, guys, you can follow me on Twitter at Maggie_IK, and you can follow me on Instagram at Maggie.IK. Please subscribe to Fightful Select. It's the easiest way to support us. Please, before you go, please leave a like on the video. Thank you.
All right. I'll try to find out the landscaper who's doing this and get you guys their information so you can follow them. Anyways, you can follow me at Rob Wilkins on Twitter. Otherwise, I'm on Instagram at Fightful Rob. And then at 5 o'clock Eastern tonight, you can check out Coexisting After Dark on Fightful Select. Want to say thank you for being a Fightful Select member. For those who are Fightful Select members, we are over 10,000 members now.
For those who aren't, shame on you. Go subscribe.
But and some of you, we get it. We get it. It's one of those things where we still appreciate you so much either way. So either way, we do appreciate you. But we want to say thank you, and want to say because of you, we get to do things like Coexisting After Dark. We get to do all kinds of fun stuff, pre-shows, Sean Ross Sapp's Q&As, all kinds of great stuff. So I want to say thank you so much for that. But every Friday we'll be back 3 o'clock. I don't know if my landscaper will be here or whoever the hell is out there, but 3 o'clock right here on Fightful Overbooked. Maggie and I, we want to say thank you so much. Do us a favor again, hit that like button, leave a comment. Either Maggie or myself will reply. Guys, thank you. You make Fridays so much better for me. It's the best day of the week because of you guys. And we will talk to you later. And I'm gonna go drop kick this person outside. So peace out. And
no.
What? No?
Yeah, David Buster's, damn it.
Sorry, I did it again. But here, we'll make it better.
As for this game right now, the Sounds are down 5-0. At First Tennessee Park, High Beach, Fox 17 News.
There you go.
I don't know. I will forever see Steven Jensen in this. I'm sorry.
Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later. Peace out.